We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the New York Giants. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Looking to throw on second down. Carter, he'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. On third down, Carter. This one, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
Marquise Bell in on that stop.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
There's a little bit of enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he is going to have a Rams first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack to about the 48-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Bishop. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 32-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Here's a give up the middle. Stops short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 43 yards on the ground for him so far. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Now Carter throwing on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Rams. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Rams' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Back to throw is Carter. To throw on second down. He gets it complete to Harris. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Carter looking to throw on second down.
That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell.
And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-two matchup.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Looking to throw. Carter.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And the Giants are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? You can have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Catch is made by Marquise Brown. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I know there'd be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
He's going deep for Brown. And it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And the Rams will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be recovered by the offense, but it will be of little importance now as time has expired here in this first half. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. A first down carry for Barkley. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They're going to look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
78 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now a handoff running through the middle.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
Back to throw. Carter. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule.
McVay unhappy on the sidelines visibly. He's made the decision to reach for the red flag. So the challenge not a successful one, as this will stay an incomplete pass.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's brought in by Harris. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Carter now to throw on 2nd down. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll leave it with a 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Rams have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Pulls it in at the 13. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
The last series form a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. On the move past the 40. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
A big play there for the Giants. 53 yards. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Barkley, inside handoff. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On play action, they'll throw. A quick throw, but incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. From a yard out.
And the Giants are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th.
A very important extra point there. Up and good. They have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter.
He's got a man, complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here's Carter to throw on 3rd down.
Fires the out route and completes it to Harris.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Rams answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. In motion left, the tight end. They'll look to throw. That's caught, and he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
Let's go now.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there. As that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Nine-yard line, 2nd and 6.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Giants are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look...
He's got a man, complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
In motion comes the tight end left.
To about the 26 here.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get it behind the line.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. Well, there's two sides here. I guess you could pinpoint and look at the offense and say, oh, man, what a disaster. Hey, the defense, though, they came through.
Preparation's the key to everything, and when you're on the defensive side of the ball and in special teams meetings, you prepare for plays like this, and in this case, they were actually able to win it.
So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their 2nd-year kicker. This to put an end to a wild Monday night. And this one is no good. He missed it. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So the first crack here in overtime goes to the New York Giants as we are back underway. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. All set up for them right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They give that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Up the middle with Barkley. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll set up a throw. This will be caught by Brown. Finding room at midfield. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And some nice running, going to get him down close to a 1st down at the Rams 30. Yeah, the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Here comes a big one now in overtime. This is 3rd and inches. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side and unable to connect. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. They'll try and run for it. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
A handoff to Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll go to Barkley again. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. Back to throw here. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
And Gay knocks this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal here.
What a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? The overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone, because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
Now a first throw here in overtime.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Operating from the gun, Carter. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Carter going up top for Cup.
And oh my gracious, if he could have just clutched that and fallen to the ground, it's an overtime victory, but instead we keep going.
They sort of got a new lease on life there. If he picks that off, this ball game's over.
I can hear it. I can hear it. I can hear it. My defensive backs coach at Tennessee, a lost opportunity is never regained. Used to drive him crazy when I dropped those potential interceptions, as that one was there.
They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Now Carter throwing on 4th down. He's going to go up top again. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it.
And the Giants are going to win this football game here in overtime. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Giants,
they climb to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint of this 17-game schedule.
and they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for L.A., they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.